Are you ready for 3 ways to handle a manipulative person like a boss? I'm going to give you 3 ways by the end of this video, so stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am a negotiation expert, and I also know how to handle toxic people like a boss because I've had to handle them in my law practice and also in my life. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to handle them in this video. And I also do that every minute of every day on this channel in these videos. So subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell before we go any further so that you can get the content as soon as I upload it. I upload new videos every single day, free content for you. Where else are you going to get that from a lawyer? All right. So before I tell you exactly how to handle a manipulative person like a boss, I want to give you a little primer on the basic types of manipulations, because I think it's really, really important that you understand that. First of all, people manipulate because of their own woundedness and their own pain. And I think you definitely need to understand that. Most of the time it's subconscious. Okay. I think most of the time they think they're doing it for their own good. I mean, I think people do things for their own reasons, their own motivations. And I think a lot of times they don't even realize they're doing it. I think everybody comes to the table with their own perspective and they always think that they're right. Okay. And unless they've really done some serious therapy or whatever, they don't really even realize what's going on. I think most of the time that, they actually have their own anxieties, their own subconscious behaviors. And unless they've been able to come out of their own consciousness, they're really not even going to ever realize what's going on. I think most of us have that, honestly. So I do want you to understand that hurt people, and we can all have a sense of empathy for that. That doesn't necessarily mean that people shouldn't have to take responsibility, and it doesn't mean that you should stay in those relationships. Okay, so don't misunderstand me when I say that. I just want you to understand that people have different reasons behind their actions, different motivations. Basically, there's different categories. So one is a master, and then this person comes across as like they think it's their job to fix you. They think it's their job to come in, fix you. It's for your own good. They genuinely think that they're doing this for you. And if you don't do what they say, they're easily angered. They're put off because they really believe that they know what's good for you. So they're really super pushy about it. And they're kind of a bully about it. And force is like their primary tactic on how to get you to do what they want you to do, because, you need to eat this food or do this routine because this is what's good for you. So that's kind of how they are. That's the master personality on manipulation. The next one is like the savior personality. And this person comes along, they do everything for you, they save you, they genuinely do a lot of amazing things for you. And now they believe that you owe them because they saved you. And, if you don't show them all this gratitude, then you're supposed to feel guilty. And they try to make you feel guilty if you don't feel this debt of gratitude. Okay. So that's another way of manipulating you. If you've seen this so far, give me a totally in the comments. Okay, so that's the next one. The next one is the victim. Oh, the poor me. Oh, and this is the one that's like a little harder to spot. This is another form of a manipulator, the I'm so powerless, but their primary tactic is to, manipulate through I'm so helpless. But that's another way of manipulating. All right. So those are the primary forms of manipulators. So how can you handle these manipulators like a boss? Well, number one is, especially if you're dealing with a master manipulator, which tends to be the narcissistic person, in case you haven't guessed, I want you to make sure that you're safe. And if you're not, then you need to make sure that you have a plan. Make sure you're not going to have any kind of negative backlash. And if you are, make sure that you are seeking the help of a family member, a friend, some kind of support system, whether it's a counselor, a therapist, somebody who's going to be able to help you. Make sure you have a stash of cash. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a safe place to land. If not, make sure that you have called the domestic abuse hotline. I'm going to make sure that that number is below. So, make sure that you definitely have a plan for where you're going to go. So that's definitely number one. Number two, set and enforce healthy boundaries. Make sure that you know how to set and enforce healthy boundaries and stop playing along. That's part of setting and enforcing healthy boundaries is stop playing along. Yeah, they're going to be upset for a while, but that's okay. They will eventually start making changes, because what's happened is they've conditioned you. You now have to start conditioning them back. You're now going to start teaching them how to treat you in a different way. You've taught them one way, you're now going to teach them something else. If that means that you're going to no longer have them in your life, then that's what that means, okay? So that's number two. If you need to end the relationship with this toxic person, I have a whole video on that. You can definitely check that out, how to end the relationship with the toxic person. Okay. And number three, this is one of my favorite things. I never leave my thoughts unsupervised, because they do get into your thoughts. They get into your brain waves. I've been there. I know. You're, the middle of the night, you're thinking about it. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking about it. You're brushing your teeth, you're thinking about it. You're walking the dog, you're thinking about it. It's a constant thing. So I always say, I never leave my thoughts unsupervised. You have to start raising your vibrational energy. You have to start changing and shifting every single piece of yourself. So how are you going to start doing that? You're going to have to start listening to audiobooks. You're going to have to start making sure that everything you do is dedicated to changing your thoughts. Change your thoughts, you change your life. And how do you do that? You're listening to YouTube videos. You're listening to the books you want to listen to. Your input equals your output. Change the people around you. Don't have people around you that are saying things that are not helping. Are the people around you supportive, or they are not supportive? Look around. Who are the top 5 people in your life? Are these people helpful or not? When you walk away from them, do you feel better or do you not feel better? So those are the 3 ways to handle a manipulative person like a boss, because you are a boss. And if you are so ready to slay and you are so ready to get away from these toxic people and so ready to make a change, then make sure you have subscribed to this channel, hit that notification bell. You have grabbed my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. You have joined my free private Facebook group at Narcissist Negotiators, and you have liked this video. You have commented on this video. You have shared this video. You have joined my community, because you never want to give up. You never want to give in. That's when they win. That's it. They are way more afraid of you than you are of them. I promise you that. I know this for a fact. I have been there for sure. It is time. This is your moment. Today is the best day for you to start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will definitely see you in the next video.